Hey guys, Monstengen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are bringing you a special theme team battle. We are doing the full ZAMASU team, or the Realm of ZAMASU, as I've heard it called, which I actually quite like that name for it, but the full ZAMASU team versus the Goku family Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. So yeah, we're taking it that one step further from the anime. We're not just taking out Goten and Chi-Chi. Well, I guess technically we're not going to take out Chi-Chi at all, but we're not just taking out Goten and Chi-Chi, we're taking out the entire Goku family line here with the full ZAMASU team. So this team is a fun team to run because obviously it's like a fun theme with like the all ZAMASU units, but the team actually works really well because obviously AGL ZAMASU is a Realm of Gods lead. Every single unit is on the Realm of Gods team, so they're all getting the full leader skill buff. And there is no single unit on the team that is quote-unquote bad. So therefore the team gels together really, really well. Because we've done some theme team battles in the past that have been a lot of fun, but have definitely been a lot more tricky due to units on the team not being particularly good. Whereas this team, in general, is very, very strong. So, okay, Link's better with you. We can't get the 18 key super, but that's okay. Might as well take some hits and start building up their passive. And then grab these and grab those for you. So the Tech Merge ZAMASU is a full-on powerhouse. He doesn't take hits very well, but he does buff the defense of everybody else. So of course that enables the LR. They're very good defensively anyway, so they're taking no damage in the first slot. Get some nice build up on their passive. They need to be hit a few times in order to get up to their full attack potential. And then yeah, as you see, Tech Merge ZAMASU is just going to be shoveling out the damage. The other good thing about this team comp as well is we have both the AGL ZAMASUs, because double leads, minus 79% and the friend is Rainbow, and then the Tech LR, they all heal us as well. So we definitely have a lot of potential here for keeping ourselves alive without having to use like tons of items. So I want to make sure I super attack as much as possible with this in Goku Black, so we can start building up his defense. I think I might have to get you onto a different rotation though, so let's do this. Because we need to, the only thing that's going to be tricky with using the LR ZAMASU in Goku's body is we do really want him to be finishing off enemies to build up his passive. And we do want to try and do that as early as possible, because Goku is the third fight and is probably the hardest. So if we don't finish off Raditz here, we'll be going into that fight without any stacks on his passive. So I'm putting him into the third slot because we're not going to finish off Raditz this turn. And then we're probably not going to finish him off next turn. So then we'd be back to having him on rotation again. And I don't know how much HP Raditz is going to have. Whereas this way I can try and maybe pull my punches a little bit. Well, I say that, then we get an additional super attack with type advantage. I was going to say, because we could deliberately go for like the 12 key super with the Tech LR. Try not to deal as much damage. But I mean, as you can see, we were kind of always going to be not getting to finish him off here with this ZAMASU, because next turn he's going to die anyway. So a little bit tricky. So let's do this and then this. So Goku is going to be where it gets a little bit tougher. I'm probably going to just pop an Icarus straight away on the first turn against Goku. Once we get past him, it won't be so bad, so I don't mind if we have to use a couple of items against him. We do, of course, have the Dokkan attack as well in the back pocket for a free heal. So Icarus definitely seems like the best way to start, because this Goku and the Vegeta, when you do the Vegeta family one, they do a lot of damage considering they are the third fight. And even with their built-in damage mitigation, the AGL ZAMASUs will take a fair bit of damage. So, in fact, I might just do this, because then I don't really need to use an item this turn. Because, I mean, even if the AGL ZAMASU gets supered at the back, he will take quite a bit of damage. But this Int Goku Black in the first slot is not really going to take much damage here. Especially after supering as well. Well, okay, 20k. That's actually a little bit more than I expected. So there you go. That just goes to show you how hard-hitting this Goku is straight off the bat. So what is that 20k going to go down to after we get off the super here? Because in Goku Black has one of the biggest defensive stacks in the game. He stacks his defense by like 50% every time he super attacks. So it's a real shame that wasn't an additional super. But yeah, we went from 20k to like 12. So very good. That does make me a little bit worried for AGL ZAMASU in the last slot though, especially because Goku hasn't super attacked yet. So if you could not super attack me in the last spot, that would be really nice. I deliberately put the friend in the last spot though. The friend is the rainbow, so hopefully he can hold his own. Okay, he's not getting supered. 68k. Oof. But you see, with the healing, boom, straight back up to 45. So that's not bad at all. So we will go ahead and Icarus here. And then loads of tech key for the LR. Perfect. Get a nice 24 key super. Then there's a whole bunch of key here for you as well. And then why not? Let's grab some AGL orbs for Rose. So straight back up to 47k. Oof, the LR getting hit a little bit harder than I would have expected, especially with an Icarus active. But damn, 4 million attack stat. Let's go. No crit, but 1.72 mil. Additional normal. Yeah, that's a little bit more damage than I was expecting. But they do raise their defense on super as well, so they took a little bit less afterwards. And then a nice crit from this ZAMASU. Wow, he tanked way better than them. I'm actually quite surprised, especially with no buffs on his passive. So we'll have to remember that. And then... okay, so... the item is still active. I think what we'll do is we'll do this. It might seem like overkill, but I know how hard like Goku can potentially hit all of these guys, because like the tech ZAMASU, his defense is lower than the AGL one. So the AGL one, despite having type disadvantage, he does have damage mitigation, but it's definitely still a little bit of a dangerous spot to be in here. But we'll do this, and then we'll do this. What are we going to be looking like here? Yeah, double digits for the int one, thanks to that extra defensive buff from the tech mode ZAMASU. So he's going to be all good here. I really hope if Goku's going to super this turn, please super this int Goku Black. Because, okay, now we got to be a little bit scared. We got Icarus and Android 8 in effect this turn though. So it's not like we're going to die, but I just really don't want to take a ton of damage this turn. I think the tech mode ZAMASU is going to finish him off here though, because we know he hits like an absolute freight train. 2.6 on his attack. So I think even without a crit here, he just finishes off Goku. Oh, and he gets a crit anyway. So there you go. That's Goku down. So I think going forward, we should be in a much better spot now. So we can go ahead and do this. Kind of want to get the Dokkan attack with you though, so let's do that. Just for the type advantage, if nothing else. So we'll do that. Grab those and then do this. And so even if AGL ZAMASU takes a little bit of damage in the final spot there, we're going to heal it all back at the start of the next turn anyway. So there you go. And that attack from Gohan giving us that one extra key actually puts us up to 24 key as well. So we get our full multiplier. Only 1.8 on the attack stat, but still very decent. Obviously, we're not going to finish him off. So still no stacks on the passive for this LR ZAMASU. But, I mean, 3 million damage though. And then the additional super. Let's go. That's from just the hidden potential. Because, of course, he doesn't get the access to the built-in additional part of his passive unless you're fighting multiple opponents. So we definitely take those. Then a nice bit of damage with you. Raise your defense. Yeah, it's not too bad. And then in comes the AGL ZAMASU. Like I said, Gohan's already supered this turn as well. So he's only going to be able to normal attack ZAMASU at the back here. So, oh nice. An additional super as well. We've almost one-turned Gohan. So that's very nice. And whatever damage he does to AGL ZAMASU in the last spot here is just going to be mitigated from the heal from the Dokkan attack. So we should get full health. And we're going to transform with the int Rose as well. Well, int Goku Black has now become int Rose. So, very, very good. Let's see here. So, I think we probably want to... yeah, his defense I don't think is high enough yet to mitigate the type disadvantage. So I'm going to go ahead and put you there. Then have you go. And then you. But we'll see. I mean, he's going to get hit after supering as well, which is good. I wanted to make sure he could super first. Because he does get that extra defense raise. But yeah, even the AGL. This is my AGL ZAMASU. So 2 dupes. And he's taking almost 50k from Gohan. So a little bit more than I was expecting. But like I say, the team does have a lot of healing. 2.4 on the Int Rose. He does have type disadvantage though. So hopefully we can get a crit. I do love this super attack animation. I get to see this all that often. Because I don't really use the Int Goku Black as much. But no crit, but we're getting the additional super attack. So, can my boy come through here? Come on, crit. Just finish off Gohan. There you go. Plus, that means we get the double defense raise. So, Int Rose looking real good. And now it's Goten time. So, let's see. What are we going to do here? I guess we put you first. That makes the most sense. And then, I guess let's just grab these. Get the super attack, because then that allows us to get the 18 key super with you. And then grab those. Save those other cluster of Int Orbs at the side, ready for next turn. And then, yeah, this stage shouldn't be too much of a problem. Obviously, Goten has type advantage over the LR ZAMASU in the middle. Who still has yet to finish off anyone so far. And with the damage that we're doing to Goten already, he's probably going to die next turn. So this ZAMASU not going to get to finish him off either. Be quite appropriate for us to finish off this Goten with that LR ZAMASU though. But I don't think that's going to happen now. Because, yeah, he's taken a lot of damage already. So, yeah, I guess we'll just do this. What's his defense now? 138k. I kind of want to do this though, just for the sake of the links, but I probably will take a little bit more damage by doing it this way, but I'd rather have some more of the links active, do a little bit of extra damage with everybody. Yeah, I mean 31k is not the worst considering all the healing that we have. And then the only downside to Int Rose, of course, is the fact that he doesn't stack attack, he only stacks his defense, but he's putting out pretty decent attack stats in this run anyway. 1.7 with no support on the rotation is pretty decent. Obviously, when he's with the AGL Rose is when he really shines. But actually, this might work out in our favour, though, because... Oh, okay, we get the additional super again. Which normally I wouldn't complain about, but I was just going to say, I don't think the AGL ZAMASU at the end would have been able to finish off Goten, which would actually open up the opportunity for the STR one to finish him off next turn. But thanks to the additional super, we are absolutely going to finish him off this turn. So poor LR ZAMASU. This is basically what I was saying in the 2 videos that we've done based on him so far. We got quite lucky with finishing off opponents, but I did say in those videos, it's very easy to come across scenarios like this where you're not going to be able to land any finishing blows, and then you're just not getting any stacks on that passive. So, I mean, he's still okay. Like, he's still putting out decent numbers and everything, but he's just not being able to reach anywhere near his full potential because we're not being able to finish off any enemies. So, oh well, we'll see. I mean, it's not going to hamper us from completing the run. We are getting very close now. We've only got to do, what, Pan and then Goku Jr. So, the entire Goku family line is almost completely eradicated. The starting step of the Zero Immortals plan is almost complete. And yeah, look at that, tanking like a boss. 2.6 million on you, only on the 12 key super as well. Very, very good. And yeah, Pan is not long for this world. So you'll be fine in the first slot because we have the Tech one on rotation. Because what's his defense looking like now? Yeah, 250k. So even from a super, we should be pretty good here. And then we might not finish her off this turn. Again, it kind of all comes down to additional supers and then tech mode ZAMASU in the back, because we know he just hits so insanely hard. Whereas this Int Goku Black, if he doesn't crit, he's not really going to do any damage. But of course he does. The whole team is just too thirsty for destroying these mortals. We are not getting the opportunities to leave anyone on low health ready for the LR. So they are just getting utterly destroyed here. And yeah, we could move on to Goku Jr. and put an end to the Goku family once and for all. So what are we looking like here? Okay, so yeah, I guess we could just go ahead and do this. I mean, you can see what I was saying, like from the start with the difficulty from like the Goku stage is we used our items basically all against Goku, and then since then have not used another item. I feel like they did that on purpose with the Goku and Vegeta family Dragon Ball histories though, because we all knew from like the first 2 stages and the legendary Goku event that infinite defensive stackers were the way to absolutely destroy these long form events. So they go ahead and put the hardest fight as like the 3rd enemy, so all of your defensive stackers haven't really had a huge amount of time to build up their defense. And wow, that's some big hits from Goku Jr. there, trying to pull out the big guns right at the end. That's interesting to see. Okay, even doing 40k to AG, but look at all that healing in that one turn. That's crazy. Okay, so do this, and then do this. I feel like, yeah, let's pop this just to protect the, because if the LR takes a super in that last spot, considering how much damage we took from the super not with type disadvantage, we would just die. So it'd be very annoying to lose the run right here just because of a super attack in the final slot. So we will go ahead and use an Icarus, might as well. We've got 2 items left and we're on the final stage. So in fact, we might even finish him off this turn depending on whether we get crits, because obviously in Rose, again, not going to deal the most damage, and then the LR has type disadvantage. So depending on what these two do with crits in the final spot, yeah, we could be finishing him off here, boys. If the LR gets a crit, then it's GG. 2.5 mil, very decent for 12 key super. And they get the crit, so there you go, GG. Like I said, these guys thirsty to destroy the mortals. We were getting additional super attacks, we were getting crits left, right and center. So there is the Goku family line completely destroyed by the Realm of ZAMASU team. So there you go, quite a fun run, a very fun team, as you can see, viable in the more difficult events, even if you do have to use a few items. But yeah, a very fun run, very fun team. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.